Right, I'm back. Sorry, I just remembered. Cool.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to GAVRA Racing. And if I remember right, I believe this is round, I titled it right, it's round 10, I think. Little brain shot. I'm excited tonight to be here at Hokkaido, or for the Japanese Grand Prix. And as always, joining me in the commentator box is Toby51. How are you doing, Toby? I could hear you breaking up a little bit there, but I couldn't hear you talking for some reason.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear you for a second. I was having issues. Hello, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the stream. I wasn't sure on my cue there because I couldn't hear Jukebox. That was a bit embarrassing, but
sorry about that.
Now.
I'll take responsibility for that then.
No, it was certainly me. It was my internet. I could partially hear you, but it's all good. I'm here now. So, we're at Sakita tonight.
Yes, and we were just talking about how difficult some of these turns are, and we're just in the radicals, so I imagine in these F1 cars it's going to be pretty brutal. I find it a very, like I was telling you, it's just a very intense track for me. I see a lot of passing opportunities, but all such high-risk passing opportunities, though. Yep, and we may have, I think we're having a little bit of mic trouble. I think Toby probably could not hear me again there. But
sorry.
Yep, there he is. Audio on the computer is so much weirder than it is for the PlayStation. It's so much easier with PlayStation, whereas the computer, we do have things that will automatically just change themselves. Hey, Black Country Mush, good to see you. Chef, I saw you in the chat also.
Yeah, evening Mush, evening Country Mush, and Chief. I've had to turn the stream off just in case that was eating my bandwidth.
Ah, all right. Well, I will go ahead and I'll pop your screen.
No. Sorry, I am still streaming.
Okay.
But I had to take it off YouTube, so I can't see chat. Is what I mean.
Okay. Well, I've got it up on my screen, and Country Mush is already answering you back. He's saying the track is so bumpy it eats the tires. I kind of found that in the Radical, Toby.
We're racing here in the Radicals on there, but we're racing on the sprint track, and yes, it is a very, very bumpy track. So tyre strategy tonight could be a big factor as it is normally, which is good. Adds a bit of interest. Talking about added interest, we've got Bowie joining us tonight, who is Play Dutchy's new teammate. Yeah, so good luck to him, and good luck to everybody out there.
And yeah, let me go ahead and go over the track information, and I'll get that off of there, y'all, so y'all can we can actually see who's doing what and what tires they're running. We are at I guess it is Suzuka in F1, or the Japanese Grand Prix. It is 5.8 kilometers or 3.6 miles, 18 turns. Race time is the official race time start. These guys have a 15-minute qualifying followed by a 45-minute race with dynamic weather all the way across the board, so we, along with the drivers, have no clue what the weather is really going to do, which adds a bit of excitement, I think, Toby.
Yeah, it does indeed, yeah. And as Attendon was going through his lap, I could definitely see the bumping the Black Country Motion was talking about. But he's popped in there with a pole of 129.238. And wow, I was wondering why I had a plus minus symbol underneath on Don Rajiv's name. It's because he set exactly the same lap time.
Oh, yep, sorry, y'all. I was just trying to get the links out. Make sure the link was up on the Discord, so we might get if anybody on our Discord channel, which everybody should go to the website, gavraracing.ultravista.org, and we've got a link to the Discord in the bottom right-hand side. Sig makes and maintains a fantastic Discord channel for us.
Yeah, it's a great community. A lot of fun to be involved with, and very welcoming too. So don't be afraid to get involved. Yeah, it would be good to hear from you.
And yeah, Adam Grimm he's been pretty consistent throughout this whole series, is setting some really fast lap times. So let me move my camera off of him. He is going on into the pit. It's like we've got a lot of the guys going into the pit.
He has been very consistent qualifying throughout the season. He's always been well, pole or thereabouts. But Play Dutchy in the last few races has had a very good run. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see whether he can keep it up tonight.
Yeah, and I'll pull the stats up here in a little while, and we can have a look and see just how close the runoff is going to be between some of them. I think it was really close on a lot of them, Toby.
I have to be honest with you, I haven't checked leaderboards, and I'm not sure whether that was my internet that was causing problems, or but I'd rather not lose you to try and check. So because it's very awkward hearing when you're not talking. Yeah, so Red 15 was out on the medium tyres, but he has gone back into the pits. Everybody else is on softs, so it looks like for qualifying, softs are the tyres to go. Be interesting if it stays that way.
Yeah, it's really got me thinking as to what these guys may try to start on during the race. Yes, Black Country Mush is agreeing with you 100%, Toby. He says yes, the tire management is going to be crucial on this track. I think it's going to be pretty tough on us in the Radicals as well, so y'all should tune in and watch me and Toby Friday in the Radicals, and it's been some good racing in the Radicals. A lot of great battles.
Yeah. There have been some fantastic races. It's a great car to drive, and I think everybody's pretty evenly matched. So yeah, not very much in it throughout the field, really.
Yep. And well, I'm currently on Fire Tornado, and it looks like he's really laying down a good lap. I'm gonna stick with him for a moment and see what kind of time he comes across with.
I'm on Play Dutchy at the moment, who his teammates just got out of his way.
Yeah, Fire Tornado doing a great job. Yeah, making use of all the exit on that turn. Car had to be pretty tough to handle with as much curb as he was hitting there.
and Play Dusty's lap has just put him into first with 129, almost dead. About 2/10 up on Attingham at the moment. So it's very close between him, Attingham, and Don Rajib. And then not far behind, we've got Ligon and the SS. Fire Tornado, as I was saying, has just split the two.
Yeah, he came across with a pretty good lap right there with a 129.5. Toby, this field is looking really tight at the moment.
It's incredibly tight. I mean, those three are split by 10th. Yeah, so it's all, I would say, I mean, Piero we know is fast, and Red and Enrico and Alex Nader are all fast. I've never seen Bowie race before, so I can't commentate. I can't comment on how fast he is, but yeah, at the moment, it could be anybody's pole, especially in the top 6.
I'll look in just a minute, but I believe Bowie is actually in the runnings in the top 3 for the GT1s. He's one of our GT1 drivers.
I thought he was, and so therefore he should.
He's very fast.
Yeah, I wasn't sure, so I didn't say it, but yeah, I was fairly sure he was in GT1s, which yeah, inherently makes him fast. This could be very interesting end to the qualifying session.
And I was on ESH. He's deciding he's going to come on in. But, yeah, these guys are setting some really good times on the soft tires. Toby, you think they'll try to start the race out on a harder compound to stay out longer, or...?
They won't have a choice now, because they've set a very fast time on the soft tires already, and they have to start on a set of tires they posted their fastest qualifying lap on. And so they're not going to beat, or they're unlikely to beat their really fast time on the soft tyre on the medium tyres. So I think we're going to see them all, if not maybe 1 or 2 try the mediums. But yeah, I think the rest of them will all be starting on softs.
And yeah, Black Country Mush says that his prediction is about 10 laps on the softs. Alex Gunner, Matt, good to see you in the chat as well. He says soft to medium worked well yesterday for him. So they may get some good laps out of the mediums while they chew through the softs.
Stay there again for a second, but I'm back now. Yeah, Attingham was just gone a little bit wide in that corner.
Yeah, and I'm currently on Piero. He's running a good lap time. Looks like someone was awesome enough to get out of his way, let him on by. I believe that may have been... I'm slowly learning. It'll be the end of the season, and I'll finally know everybody's livery, Toby. Oh, yep, and it seems Toby's having a hard time hearing me again. This could be an issue with our Discord.
I've lost you again, maybe. I'm sorry.
Yep, there he is.
Got you back, yep. Wow, I'm Fire Tornado. Oh, sorry. There must be a new one up there somewhere. Enrico has just popped himself into second.
And it looks like most of the guys are sitting... It looks like most of them are pretty happy, Toby. Most of them are sitting in the pit. I guess they kind of, like you pointed out, they're not... I guess it would be really hard to come out on mediums and be able to set a faster time. So it looks kind of like everybody's settling for it, but I have to say, Toby, from top to bottom there, everyone in the 129s, Red 15, barely outside of a 129. He's sitting with a 130.1. And Bowie with a 131.17. Let's go on down here to Bowie. He is our fill-in racer for the night. Yeah, going to be a very tight pack. Everyone running in the 129s. So, I can kind of...
Bowie.
There you are again.
Yeah, Bowie's obviously not used to this car, and well, I mean, he's not far off the times, to be fair, but yeah, he obviously the rest of them are just so attuned to it by now because they've been racing it all season.
Yeah, I
Be
think some
nice
of
to
these,
see.
the top, what was it? It was the top 3 or 4 we saw last week that were really going at it the entire race.
Yeah, no, it was a very well. Actually, no, Play Duchy had a pretty dominating lead last race, but it was Attengrim. Well, I can't. I think it was Don Regime and ESS, possibly Ligon. Actually, I'm not sure. I have to be honest with you. I can't remember that far back. But yeah, there was a very very close race going on. But yeah, Play Duchy had a pretty dominating lead in that one. Alex Naylor is out on the medium tyres, so he's hoping for an alternate strategy, go a bit longer into the race. Somebody's just moved up. I think ESS just went into 5th with a 1:29.4.
And it looks like Enrico Flam has made his way back up to the top. Enrico Flam had a really good, I do remember he had a great race last week, and he's now put himself in 2nd. So he could be looking to start at the front of the pack tonight as well.
Yeah. I think there's just enough time for the people currently in the pits to get out, do their out lap, and get a fast lap in. So I don't think this is where we'll see the end of it. And as I say, that Play Duchy is starting to come out. Alex Nalo hasn't set a time yet.
Yeah, I am currently on Alex Nalo. He was one of them last week that was right up in the mix with some very intense battles.
Yeah, he is a very fast driver. I think he's had a few mishaps during the year. I don't think they've necessarily been his fault, but I do know he's had a few non-finishes. Oh, I think he has at least. Yeah, but Enrico has had a very good time there.
Yeah, I'm kind of cheating and I'm looking over the points before I end up putting him up there. And yeah, Alex Nalo, he's sitting pretty much dead center in the field, so he's been having him some really good races. And Toby, there's right here at the end of the season, a lot of these guys are really tight on points. I think we could see a lot of change up. A lot of people move up in the rank, and a few move on back down tonight, depending on how it finishes. Actually, since we know about what their qualifying is, we got 1 minute left. I'm gonna go ahead and pop those up there real quick, Toby, so we can go ahead and go through their points, because I always forget on this one we don't have that break from practice to qualify.
So it goes pretty much straight in.
Yeah, we tend to go straight on in. So yeah, let me get these standings up here for y'all. Yeah, as we can see, Adam Grin's holding on to a nice first with 115 points. Play Duchy in 2nd, not far behind with 102 points. ESSH in 3rd with 101. So these guys extremely close. Piero is 4th with 85 points. Ligon 5th with 66 points. Don Rajib in 6th with 58 points. 7th is Red 15 with 56 points. 8th is Alex Nalo with 48 points. 9th is Egas with 42 points. Fire Tornado is 10th with 30 points. 11th is Wes with 27 points. Crazy 12th with 18 points. 13th is PD 1969 with 12 points. Pay Nostalgia is 14th with 6 points. I believe these guys down at the bottom of the field have had a lot of trouble with some crash outs. And Didix 2 points, 15th. And it says Enrico Flam with no points, but I thought he ended up doing pretty good last week. And there is always the possibility that I copied the wrong standings. But I think these are pretty right.
No. The stands I've got in front of me also say Enrico with 0 points. So, maybe I do. I mean, I know he's had.
Was it Enrico that hit the tire barrier last week?
Yes, it was. You're right. There's a possibility he hasn't finished any races. I'm not sure, but I know that he has been fast. We're seeing a lot of changes at the end here. Play Dutchy, wow, has set an even faster time with a 1:28.6. Very closely followed by Don Rajib with a 0:35, which would have put him on pole with Play Dutchy's previous lap. Fire Tornado is in third with 1:29.1. Whilst we're talking about him, Enrico put himself into fifth. Attenborough has just literally put himself into second with a 1:28.8. Yeah, I don't think we've seen the end of this yet.
Yeah, it looks like they have just enough time to maybe finish the laps that they're on. Yeah. Well, Toby, it looks like everybody's definitely going to be starting on softs. Yeah, this is going to make some interesting pit strategies to see what people change to as soon as they eat up their soft tires.
Yep. And that is ESS into pit, so that is everybody done. Now, I do know that Bowie only had today to practice because I think he only found out about an hour and a half ago that he was actually racing. So he's only had limited practice, and I think that's a very good time, considering everybody else has been racing all season. But yeah, that was a very exciting qualifying session.
Yeah, Bowie's he's really good. He's great at getting right up next to you. He can race incredibly close to the other drivers. He's been doing a great job in the GT1s. So he's really going to give these guys a run for their money tonight. If they looking at his time and see oh, he's in the back, he's not a threat, then they've made a huge mistake.
Yeah, so on pole we've got Play Dutchy, Attenborough in second, Don Rajib in third, Fire Tornado in fourth, Enrico in fifth, Ligon in sixth, ESSH in seventh, Piero in eighth, Red 15 in ninth, Alex Nalo in 10th, and Bowie in 11th. One positive for Bowie is he does get to choose what tyres he starts the race on. So he may well go for medium tyre to get longer into the race.
So you're saying he may have put himself in the back just straight up out of strategy altogether, just so he could pick tires?
It's a possibility. In real Formula One, a lot of teams do aim for position 11 because it gives them totally new tyres, because obviously everybody else will be on, everybody else in this will, oh, it's raining. Everybody else will be in, this completely changes it up. So if depending on how wet the track is, everybody will be on either intermediates or wet tyres. It's a possibility. But yeah, I think any rain, and I think they get choice of tyres. So yeah.
Oh, this could definitely change it up. Yeah, Bowie just spoke up in the live feed. Says he's trying his best. Bowie, you're putting in some hella laps, man, and I've watched you and covered you long enough in the GT1 to know that these guys are going to have their hands full with you tonight. But the rain, Toby, I don't know what to say about this. This track is so tough. The rain is really gonna. Wow.
It is. The bumpiness and slippiness are going to play hand in hand.
Yeah, the intensity of this race just really got kicked up. I would imagine coming down and that long trail break into turn one could be quite difficult.
Yep, I think it might well be. And it looks to me like they're all on intermediate tyres.
And this should still be their... Did we not get a formation lap? No, this should be their formation lap.
Okay, yeah, it is the formation lap.
So,
and they are all on intermediate tyres, which means there's sufficient standing water. They need the wets.
And yep, I'm gonna go ahead and get your camera back up here, Toby. Yeah, there we go. So now you were saying they're on intermediate, so they actually have
Yeah.
2 grades of wet tires then.
They do. There's intermediates and full wets. Full wets obviously clear a lot more water than the intermediates, and therefore they can run in wetter conditions. It depends on whether the rain continues or stops as to whether the intermediates were a good choice to start with. Because obviously if it continues and gets harder, then there's a possibility that full wets might have been the better option. But if it dries up, then obviously intermediates, so they can go faster for a bit longer without the tyres overheating. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
There's no...
Oh, go ahead, Toby.
I was just going to say there's no and wet, so we won't have any gauge for alternate strategies, which means that they're all in the same conditions, and therefore, yeah, have to pit when they have to pit.
Well, yeah, Black Country Mush is in the feed. I think he's saying that there is a chance that the track may dry up for the guys as well.
Yeah,
I guess we'll really just have to see what happens. This is definitely a big change for these guys.
Yeah, no, it's put the cat among pigeons a bit, and well, I just hope that they practice in the wet, and I'd assume that most of them have.
Oh, and it looks like my camera guy is we've caught my camera guy out back drinking a beer again, y'all. Yeah. My camera guy's he's up in the crowd drinking a beer. Sorry about that, y'all. Let's see if I can get a better view here. All the reds, are they off? Come on, guys. Yep, there they are. I was behind everybody.
Bad start.
Oh yeah, we did see a little.
Well, no, it's just everybody seemed to be really bogged off the line. Don Rashid got a fantastic. Oh no, there's been contact.
Oh yep, that turn one. Yeah, we can see a couple people's fins in the back. Yeah, it almost looked like there was a little bit of lag for the guys coming off the line or something.
I think they just had that there was so much wheel spin they couldn't get the power down from the wetness. Yeah, I think Don Rajib and Atengrim will both have damage at the moment. ESS has just slipped away during that.
As we almost had a little bit of contact there. These guys are trying to stay incredibly close, but it's definitely proven to be a little bit difficult on this track. Definitely.
It looks to me like
Play Dutchie. Was it Play Dutchie?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh.
I think looking by the way some of the cars are handling, I think it may be time for full wets.
It seems like they're having a lot of trouble keeping the grip on the turn exit, and it's just really almost like you said, just hydroplaning and taking them right on off of the track.
And Atengrim is really close to Don Rajib at the moment. Don Rajib goes a little bit deep into the corner, still working out where he's got grip and where he hasn't. That's what makes the first lap in a wet race so difficult, is that you don't know where you got grip, and so you are learning as you're driving. But he's peeled off into the pits, which means that he decided he had more damage than he was willing to run with.
And I am currently on ESH at the moment, Toby, because he really has managed to get himself out in front of everybody and away from some of the sliding there with the 3-second lead. But all the guys behind him still incredibly close. Adam Grin, Red 15, Piero, Fire Tornado in 5th. And Bowie's in 6th. Also, right there, for the trouble they're having with the grip, Toby, they're doing a really good job of staying very close to each other right now.
They are, and they're also going to be suffering with dirty air from the car in front, which will give them less aerodynamics in the going around the corner, along with less grip. So they're doing a fantastic job of keeping this close. I think Piero up ahead of Fire Tornado is their teammates. So they're going to have to be very, very careful. Now, I'm pretty sure there won't be DRS because it's a wet. Well, in fact, I know there won't be DRS because it's a wet race, which means that any overtakes are going to be. I was just seeing. Sorry, Fire Tornado and Piero very, very close there.
Yeah, I'm stuck back here with Bowie, Alex Nalo, and Ligon. Alex Nalo is right on the back of Bowie. Oh, he is now going down the inside, and he made it. Yeah, very nice pass by Alex Nalo. He got around Bowie. Bowie now has Ligon right up behind him.
Bowie got a good start, though.
Yeah, Bowie did really get a good start. He almost had him a chance right there to get a switchback on Alex Nalo, but it was just a little too tight in the chicane. Ligon going through the pits. He made it. I don't know if he had a little damage or maybe, like you said, maybe he's just decided to go ahead and move on to full wet tire.
Wow, I was just watching Fire Tornado and Piero going through there. That was exceptional driving from both of them. They were extremely close. Just got a message on the bottom of my screen saying that Ligon's left the session. But as you said, I'm showing him in the pits at the moment on the timings.
Yeah, I'm still showing him in the
and he's coming
pit
out.
as well.
Yeah, no, he seems okay. I think that was just a bug of some sort, I'm guessing. Fire Tornado has dropped a little bit back at the moment. Oh, we got a yellow in sector 2.
Yeah, I'm on the same battle with you, Toby. I'm on Fire Tornado's TV pod cam at the moment, and so we can get a little bit of a shot of what you're looking at. You've got the great track side, and we can see from actually Fire Tornado's point of view where I'm at.
Excellent. Yeah.
He is a little far back. He's getting close, but then he's falling back just a little bit.
I think he's bearing in mind that it's his teammate up in front. He's trying to give himself a little bit of room. Oh no! Oh wow! Well held there, Fire Tornado.
And I had just took it off of his TV pod cam as he did go a little bit wide there.
And it didn't seem to lose him that much time. I think it lost him about maybe 2/10. That was quite exceptionally held. I thought that could have been a lot worse than it was.
Adam Grimm has managed to get around ESH at some point when I wasn't paying attention.
Oh yes, you're right.
And Adam Grimm now has a 1 second lead over ESH, but ESH is still very close behind him. Red 15 not too far behind them either.
No, it's pretty close up there from the top 3. I wonder whether maybe ESS was the cause of that yellow flag earlier, because he did have a bit of a lead. Alex Nado's just got past Fire Tornado. Oh, I don't know what I've just done there. And Fire Tornado's retired.
Oh no.
That's a shame.
He was doing pretty good there, it looked like.
I have no idea what happened. I saw the yellow flag in sector 1, and then he dropped back. I tried to go onto him to see what was happening, and it appears he's retired, which is a massive shame there. That was a good fight for him.
Yeah, and he's been having some really good races all season. He's done a great job with his battles. He's one of them. I definitely like to watch him battle it out on track, and I have to admit, it's just fun saying Fire Tornado.
I wonder whether ESS has dropped back from Fire Tornado. ESS has dropped back from Atom a bit. So Atom at the moment seeming to quite enjoy this wet weather.
Yeah, Adam Grimm seems to be holding the car on the track really good, and then, like you said, enjoying the amount of grip he's got. Red 15 has moved himself up into 3rd. I guess while we got a second, Toby, I'm going to go down through the whole list. Yes, because we have Adam Grimm in 1st. He's got a 2 second lead over ESH at the moment. ESH is in 2nd. Looks like he's about 2.5, almost 3 seconds in front of Red 15. Red 15 in third. Red 15 does have itself about a nice 6-second cushion at the moment from Piero in fourth. Piero has Alex Nalo behind him, about a 4-second gap with Alex Nalo in fifth. Oh, yep, there we go. Bowie in sixth. Bowie is at the moment 10 seconds behind Alex Nalo. I think we'll end up seeing that change, but like you said, we didn't see Bowie get too much practice in on these cars. Don Rajib, 4 seconds behind Bowie. Usually we don't see Don Rajib so far back in the pack here lately, Toby.
He had a bit of contact in the first corner, and I think he lost an end plate of his wing. I did see a bit of carbon fibre flying off his car, and he pitted at the end of the first lap. So he's obviously had damage. Even though they're on wet, they do still have to do a mandatory pit stop, but they don't have to change compound tyre, which means they can go from intermediate to intermediate, but they still have to do a pit stop. It means that he's got his pit stop out of the way, and if he can nurse them to the end, his tyres, he could be in with a shout of improving his position there. So yeah, that's why he's a bit further back.
Okay.
And Play Dutchy likewise, I think.
And yep, I'm currently on Enrico Flam in 8th, which yeah, I remember now. It was definitely Enrico. I remember rooting for him the whole time last race because he didn't have any points, and I really wanted to see him get some points on the board because he does a great job racing. He's one of those drivers that unfortunately has just had some bad luck with crashing out, as these cars are completely unforgiving in a crash. And so Enrico, I'm rooting for you again. I remember last time it was I believe he was up by the front. He was the one we didn't know what happened, and he had put in the chat later. He put the video up of that. He just barely did clip one of the tire wall.
That was Attengrim.
Oh, was that Attengrim that did that?
That was Attengrim. Yep.
Shows how good my memory is, y'all.
But I think Enrico had previously. I did watch the stream back afterwards, and I think Enrico had been into the wall. It was either Enrico or ESS. I know it began with E, and I can't actually remember which. Had been into the wall on that corner earlier in the race. I do almost wonder whether they dislodged the walls, the tyre barrier slightly, and that's what Attengrim hit later on in the race. Not sure, but yes, I think. It had been hit before.
Yeah, as we can see, Enrico Flam is doing a great job of holding on to his car through these turns. A little bit wide there. Hopefully it won't give him much of a slowdown, though. But just to finish going down the list, Play Dutchy. I got to Play Dutchy as he also went wide in the same turn. Play Dutchy is only 6 seconds behind Enrico at the moment. And Ligon is in 10th. Ligon with, I believe that's about a 20-second gap from Play Dutchy, but don't give up, Ligon. This is a long race, lots of pits.
And he's been in the pits already, so
that's right.
He may be on a separate strategy. So yeah, he's not out by any stretch. But as you were running through, Don Rajib has actually closed quite significantly onto the back of Bowie. He's now within the second. I mean, obviously that's not going to affect DRS, but obviously that means he's closer.
Yeah, and that will definitely put some pressure on Bowie, and which we all know, not a lot of practice. You're in the rain, not a lot of grip. A little bit of pressure turns into a lot of pressure.
Well, if he's done very little practice at all, then he's probably done extremely little practice in the wet. So he's doing an extremely good job to hold on to these guys at all. And he is actually increasing. He's closing in on Alex Nalo. And Alex Nalo is likewise closing in on Piero. So it's not like Bowie is by any stretch of the imagination slow. And that was a good overtake from Don Rajib. Bowie's not letting go.
No, he is not. I'm going to get on one of these guys' TV pod So we have the dual
Oh,
view
and
of
they're
this
side
battle.
by side for the chicanes and wheel to wheel. But very, very fair driving there from both of them.
And who was it? It was Don Rajiv came out on top of that. That was a great move right there. Yeah, like I said, Bowie, you can get wheel to wheel with Bowie. He's gonna hold his car in place as long as you hold yours.
Yeah, no, that was Bowie coming back at Don Rajiv then. But yeah, Don Rajiv won overall. But that was a good battle between the two of them.
And I don't think it's quite over yet. I'm on Bowie's TV pod, and it looks like he is trying real hard to get back up on him.
Yes, I don't think this is a finished battle at all.
And I'm scanning through. ESH is getting a little close, or I'm sorry, Red 15 is getting a little close to ESH, but it looks like he's still about 2 seconds out.
You know, they're within a second. Red 15's about 8.5 tenths behind. In fact, that gap is closing.
And, right back here, Enrico Flam and Play Dutchy have managed to get right on top of each other.
Yep.
I believe these two are teammates, though.
They are.
Looks of the livery.
They are. They're gonna have to be very, very careful as they go around each other. I'm gonna switch. Oh, Bowie's. Yeah. Oh no, Bowie's had a spin.
Oh no. Oh, it allowed Play Dutchy and Enrico Flam to come on around him. Yeah, and I was just fixing to say, if these two teammates work together and don't battle each other too much, they'll catch up to Don, or I was fixing to say to Bowie, but...
Yeah, I think Bowie was right in the back because I was just switching to Bowie because I saw his time very, very close to Don Rajiv. So I think he possibly, I didn't see what actually happened, but possibly he missed the breaking point because he was quite close. That's pure supposition, but yeah, that was a shame to see. But Red is very, very close to the back of ESS now. And Play Dutchy. Well, who are you on? Because I'll be on the other battle because Play Dutchy is also very close to Red 15. Enrico.
Yeah, I'm on Enrico and Play Dutchy at the moment.
Okay, tonight I'll stick with Red and the ESS.
Yep, as y'all can tell, I think this is one of the parts where when we have two cameras on track, Toby, I think this is one of the places it really shines.
Oh, and Red's going past. Yep, and he's made it. Wow. Red made it past in the straight, and then the ESS was so fast into the long turn. That was I'm not sure how he managed to slow that down. That was very good driving for both of them.
Oh well, yeah, and because your camera is just a few seconds behind mine, I'm seeing what you were talking about. As you were talking about it, I was watching it play out. Yeah, that was an amazing move from those guys. Well, Toby, I can definitely say the drivers are not slacking and giving us a show tonight.
Not at all, but that appeared to be the end of ESS's first stint. So he's now going to come out on fresher tyres. Red 15's gone round again, which means that he's either going to have to respond next lap or carry on going. This could be the start of a friendly pit stop stage here, I think, from the front view. Interesting to see what they do.
Yep, and I put mine on... Oh, wait a minute, what just happened? I put my camera on Play Dutchy's TV pod so I could watch these two battle, and as soon as I did, I lost Enrico. I think Enrico may have gone a little... I think Enrico went a little bit wide, and Play Dutchy got on by him there.
Yeah, there's not a huge gap between them, so I don't think Enrico, if he did make a mistake, made too much of a mistake. ESS, on his charge back through, has just gone back got back past Don Rajiv, although they are our teammates, so that could quite easily have been quite a... no, sorry. Yes. Oh, no. Yeah, Don Rajiv may have let ESS through to not hold him up too much, bearing in mind their teammates. Got myself a little confused there, sorry about that.
Oh, it's very easy to do. When these guys really start battling it out and changing places, we're trying to figure out who's where and how much the time difference and the gaps are between these guys. Yeah,
It doesn't look like anybody else in the top top four have responded. Ian says is most certainly setting fast lap times at the moment. In fact, he's catching them more. Not sure. Well, no, he's holding station actually, but yeah. So I don't think we will see the top four pitting for a little while. Alex Naylor has done a very good job of getting himself up into fourth, I have to say, as has Piero and Red 15.
Yeah, and I was just on Adam Grin looking at his massive 15-second lead at the moment. But then I was looking back down through there. It looks like Enrico Lamb has managed to get back within 1 second of Play Dutchy.
Yep.
Of course, I guess, well, so in theory, Enrico, if he stays in the right line behind Play Dutchy, he should be able to kind of ride, I guess, not sure what you would call it, where Play Dutchy's, where Play Dutchy's tires have already pushed the water out of the way.
Oh, right. He's travelled through his wake, basically. But yeah, he'll be getting that from two effects. Well, it'll be a cleaner track, obviously, but he will also be having the spray in front of him. But equally, he'll be getting a slipstream. So yeah, them holding stations like that, they could be pulling each other along.
Yep, they are 12 laps in out of 27 laps. A couple of places on the track almost start looking like it's trying to stop raining, but then they get to the other side of the track and it's still raining pretty hard.
Yeah, the rain, especially from the Anglo Agosto at the moment, does seem to be lessening, but I can still see the odd drop going by. Actually, there is still quite a lot. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see the track drying up too much. On probably not enough to see them going on slicks.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, Toby. I don't think it'll ever dry that out enough for them at this point.
But equally, I don't think they'll have to go full wets either. It doesn't seem to be anywhere near that hard. So yeah, I think pit stops for a change of tyres, intermediate to intermediate, and that'll be all we see.
So the intermediates actually seem to last a very long time.
They do, because the tread pattern, I think Enrico just went off in the background a little bit. Yeah, because the tread pattern is not so deep as the wet tyres, there's not as much movement in the tyres, and so they don't heat up as much, and therefore they don't wear out to the same degree. But running intermediate tyres, as you know from running wet tyres, if ever you tried it on a dry track, they will overheat and just go in laps. So yeah, but the intermediates do last quite a bit longer. Mind you, the wet tyres can last a long time too. So it's only the softs and the mediums that are really designed to go off like that.
Yeah, Black Country Mush just agreed with you. He says, yeah, if it tries to dry up, the intermediates will start to suffer a lot. But I don't think we're going to see it dry up at this point. They are, let's see, 27. That's an odd number. I can't divide it evenly. We're close enough to halfway through the race.
Yeah, having said that, because of the spray that the cars do pick up, they do quite quickly disperse water. I don't think it will become dry enough to actually go onto slicks, but I do think that there's a possibility, although looking at that angle I'm not so sure, that the track could dry up a bit, and then the tyres could start to overheat in certain parts of the track. But no, looking at that rain, I'm not sure that's going to be the case, though.
I'm going to go up here to Adam Grin for a moment because he has now pulled himself out in front with a massive 20-second lead. And it looks like Red 15 also 20 seconds in front of Alex Nalo.
Yep, they are. So no, they're doing a very, very good job at keeping keeping ahead. ESS is closing. Mind you, sorry, I'm going to have to talk about this. Play Dutch is right in the back of Don Rajiv. I thought I might have had a little while to go, but they are really close.
Yeah, they are. Well, I think we saw it at the same time. Oh!
Don Rajiv's gone deep into that corner, which has allowed Dutchy through on the inside. Wow, great opportunistic move from Play Dutchy there.
Yeah, see, I think this track has a lot of passing opportunities, but kind of like that turn we just saw, it's a high risk. You going through there so fast, it's so easy to go just a little bit wide and just totally lose what you were trying to hold on to.
Yeah, very much. Oh, they're both into the pits at the same time. Wow, I thought they were going to try and overtake each other in the pit lane then.
I did too for almost a second there. I think both of them definitely being very smart here. It should put them back out at the same time, won't it, Toby?
As pretty much, although Don Rajiv is still in his pit box, so he's had a very slow stop there. That's allowed Play Dutchy to get a little bit ahead as they come out of the pits.
Yeah, it looked like it definitely paid off with Play Dutchy's pit crew actually being more towards the beginning of pit lane.
I don't think it's maybe so much that, but Don Rajiv did have damage earlier on in the race. As to Play Dutchy, actually. So maybe, I don't know, maybe he had some damage to fix as well. But that was a pretty slow stop from him. But he's right in the back of Bowie now. And this will be for position. Although Bowie has much older tyres and decided not to fight that fight. Oh, mind you, he's coming back.
Yeah, and it looks like Bowie's the only person who has not stopped yet, Toby.
No, I think you're right. He's on... Unless he has stopped already once, but I'm not sure he has.
Well, I pulled up the number of stops, and we've got Adam Grimman has stopped once, ESH has stopped. Everyone has stopped once except for... it says Play Dutchy has pulled 2 pit stops. Don Rajiv has 2 pit stops. And it says Bowie's not pulled any, and lagging behind Bowie with only 1 pit stop.
Yeah, no, you're right. I just checked that myself.
Yep, and it looks like Enrico is going back through the pit again himself. I wonder if he picked up a little damage, or... Let me go back up here. I am rooting for Enrico.
And Red is now back right in the back of ESS.
Oh, Enrico grabbed him another fresh set of intermediate tires is what he was doing.
Yeah, I think the ones who had to pit at the start seemed to have to pit because Play Dutchy and Don Rajiv were both pitted, and they had obviously already pitted. So yeah, they're not lasting full race distance.
Yeah, I'm on Bowie at the moment, and he has 14 laps on his intermediate tires. He may not be, but it does look like he's starting to struggle with a little bit of grip on some of the corner exits.
There's a massive grip difference between him and Don Rajiv when Don Rajiv first came out of the pits. So yeah, I think those tyres are starting to struggle a bit.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to... Look like he was having a little bit of a hard time getting it slowed down for that turn right there. But
Red is giving...
Oh, no, go ahead, Toby.
Red's giving it his all to try and get past ESS at the moment.
I will go up there and join you on that. I'll grab Red's TV pod. Yeah, Red's definitely we can see from his TV pod, he's trying to make the most of the track as best he can without getting too much on those curbs. Toby, I'm not too experienced with these F1 curbs. How do they deal with the curbs in the wet?
I think they're pretty dangerous in the wet. The tyres, well, the cars, like actually the radicals, if you set them up in a certain way, they can handle the the curbs quite well. But if they're not set up for the curbs, then the curbs just chuck them off. So it's always a balance. But in the wet, as far as I'm aware, they get very slippery. So I think I have seen most of them trying to avoid them tonight.
And see, I'm just looking down the line just to keep an eye on everybody else, y'all. It looks like, yep, Play Dutchy. I'm gonna sorry, Teb, I'm gonna go back down here for a second. Play Dutchy did get by Alex Nalo right there, but Alex Nalo's still only 3/10. Nope, 4/10 behind him. Play Dutchy is trying to increase his lead a little bit over Alex Nalo. Yeah, I saw them getting close to, right as they were passing each other. I saw how close they were.
As you said, I saw the split times being really close. But this is quite a battle in its own right, I have to say. Play Dutchy looked like he was going to have a go down the inside, but he was too far back.
And what is it? Red only 3/10 off of ESH at the moment.
Yep, that's the one I'm watching at the moment.
Oh, yep. Yeah, now I'm watching. I gotta start paying attention. I'm watching my battle. I'm trying to watch your battle. The drivers are definitely keeping us on our toes tonight.
They are, yeah, which is great to see, especially in the wet.
Yeah, because I'm watching your screen, and yeah, ESH and Red 15 are putting up a hell of a fight up towards the front of the pack there. They are both doing some incredible driving.
Yep, Red just made a little bit of a mistake after the chicane, I think, which has allowed ESS to pull a bit of a gap.
Yeah, I think about the same happened here towards the back. Alex Nalo, oh, as I got back on him, he went a little bit wide again. He's fallen. He's still not far from Play Dutchy, though. He's still under 3 seconds, so he should be able to make that up. Just a little bit of consistency.
Yeah, I mean, Red is dropping back a little bit at times and then catching up again. In fact, he actually just took two tenths off the straight there. In fact, he's catching quite quickly. So, yeah, I think we'll see that battle heat back up again soon.
Yeah, and it looks like Bowie did finally go through the pit and grab him a new set of tires. It looks like Bowie's only going to go for a single pit through the whole race. But Bowie's... in the GT1s, they tend to have to pit it anywhere from 2 to 3 times per race, if I remember right. So Bowie is very familiar with planning out his pit strategies very well.
Yeah, because it's a quite long race, isn't it? The GT1, I think it's an hour and a half.
Yes, it is an hour and a half. So yeah, the pit strategy for them is very important. I've seen a lot of change in the track for them, just like on these F1 cars. Their pit strategy plays into how they finish so much.
Very much, yeah. Red 15 has now caught back up to within a second. And yet ESS, I think, certainly knows he's there now.
Still, Adam Grin, wow, has managed to increase his lead to 35 seconds, which, you know, I think some of that has to do with how hard ESH and Red 15 are battling it out behind him. I think they're kind of slowing each other down, battling it out, and keeping them away from him.
Definitely. I mean, if the ESS is definitely going defensive, which is going to slow them both down, and just let Attengrim get away a little bit more. That's not to take away from that 36-second gap of Attengrim's. It's extremely impressive.
Yeah, no, he is really killing it tonight. He did a great job of managing to get out in front of everybody. And I'm sitting there, I'm looking at everybody's, how many laps they've got on their tires. ESH has the most at the moment with 9 laps on his tires. 8 laps left. He won't have any tires left, but I think ESH can make it to the end of the race on the tires he's on. But He'll be like Bowie with those 14 laps on his tires. He will literally have no tires left.
Yeah, he will be slightly lighter on fuel at the end, which will obviously decrease the tyre wear as the race goes on. But no, his tyres will be very old. I mean, they're already quite old now, and yeah, he's still keeping Red 15 at bay. But the question is, how much longer? Ooh, Red was attempting to go down the inside, but ESS covered it off, and
yeah, it looked like Red did a really good job to stop himself from going a little too wide right there. I'm still on his TV pod.
but he's still within the shout. This could be working into ESS's advantage, ESS's hands here, because the more Red tries to go past, the more he's going to take out of his tyres, which can mitigate the difference in lap times. Lap age is what I was trying to say. But then there's a 4-lap difference. That's obviously quite a decent, quite a big difference because it's accelerated tyre wear.
And it looks, let me go down here. Yep, Piero is caught up to the back of Play Dutchy. He's only 0.8 off at the moment. I say that as they're going down the straight. No, Play Dutchy is not pulling away from him. But Piero does have an extra lap on his tires. Damn, Play Dutchy. So I was a little bit surprised there. I thought Play Dutchy would have a little bit more grip and pull away from him on the straight, but it looks like Piero's doing pretty good. Oh no, it shows up here in the turns. Just that one lap of difference on the tires is really letting Play Dutchy get away from Piero through the turns.
Yeah, I've just seen Piero's times dropping down. I think it could also be that Play Dutchy maybe has his car set up for the corners a bit more, and Piero for the straight line speed. And that could be making a bit of a difference because, yeah, Play Dutchy does have a huge advantage in the corners.
Alex Nalo went very wide and let Enrico come on by nice and cleanly. Enrico was he was within only about a second and a half behind Alex Nalo, so he was putting the pressure on him. And I don't know if the pressure got to him or if Alex Nalo just lost a little bit of grip going through that turn. But yeah, he definitely it looked like he just slid way wide there.
Alex is keeping that gap about the same, so he might have a chance to get back up onto the back of Enrico. Because he's been running a very good race this race.
Yeah, we've had some great battles from front to back all throughout the whole race, except for Adam Grimm. Adam Grimm, you're in the lead, but you're not to say you're boring us, but you know there's nobody around you, man. You left everybody they're way on back there. 37 seconds at this point.
I'm sure it's not a boring race for him. I'm sure he's still concentrating just as much regardless.
No, for me that's some of the hardest parts for me, Toby, is when you find yourself in those little cushions and you feel like, oh well, I can ease off just a little bit because this guy is pretty far behind me, and the next thing you know, he's not very far behind you at all because you slacked off too much.
No, but I think I don't think we're going to see a 36-second close in on the last lap or on the last 7 laps. I think Ashton was pretty comfortable there, but yeah, I do know exactly what you mean though. It's very easy to get complacent and then realise that the other person's right on your tail.
Yeah, it really is. You get in that little comfortable bubble. You start feeling like you're like, well, okay, well I'm kind of comfortable right here. I don't have to go completely flat out. I can ease off just a little. Yeah, is Red now only 0.2 off of ESH?
They're keeping it very close. Oh, they're side by side. Wow, through the chicane. What a place. After all the laps they've been following each other, that was an incredible place to overtake.
Yeah, that was the last turn coming down into the front straight, wasn't it?
Also, an extremely difficult place to overtake in. So yeah, that was very well done from both of them. That's the second overtake we've seen now tonight. But ESS is holding on.
Well, Toby, we are down to the last 5 laps, so if I start getting a little quiet, I'm trying to get our usual stuff together for us.
Okay. But yeah, ESS is not giving up even despite the older tyres. I'm pretty confident that he's not going to be pitting now. I mean, judged by the grip he's got, he doesn't need to. And in fact, is he going to go down the inside? Not quite close enough. But yeah, I thought he was for a second.
Yeah, and I guess we'll just have to wait and see. These guys usually have me all on my toes right here at the end of the race. They've done it to me for about the last 3 races. I hope they do it again.
In fact, it's almost certainly going to be again. Second and third, I'm most certain, without a shadow of doubt, not decided yet. Wow, ESS is following extremely closely. Not quite enough to go side by side through that chicane again. Just goes to show from that angle quite how tight that turn is. Problem is that Play Dutchy is likely going to have a little bit more grip coming off the turns. Excuse me, which is going to compromise ESS a bit. But yeah, he's not allowing that to phase him at all. Just looking down, this is the only fight we've got going on at the moment, so I will stick here. See how it folds out. Oh, I think Red just made a little bit of a mistake coming out of that corner there. Which allowed ESS was almost down alongside.
Yeah, I looked up just in time to see that was some absolutely beautiful driving by both drivers right there. I looked up just in time to see them side by side on the exit of that turn, keeping it together.
Yeah, the camera changed on my screen just at the last moment, so I couldn't see exactly where they were, which was it's had done that to me a couple of times actually now, but I stopped talking there, but yeah, I suppose it all depends on where the camera is pointing at the time.
Yeah, so far...
minute bit of contact. Don't think there was any damage, but yeah, they both got away with that one.
Yeah, which is good. Yeah, the front wings on these cars are so fragile.
Play Dutchy just set the fastest lap, so that would suggest he's closing with them. But with a 6-second gap, I don't think he's going to have time to catch. But then I was set up earlier in the season and being completely wrong. But with 3 laps left to go, I have a sneaking suspicion I might not be.
Yeah, no, it would not be the last time, it wouldn't be the first time that these guys have done this to us, and we've right here at the end seen somebody come up, like Play Dutchy in 4th, come up and manage to end up in 2nd or 3rd. So actually, while we're talking about that, I'm gonna go ahead and get his name loaded up too. just in case.
Mind you, man, every time. Play Dutchy is now only less than 4 seconds now behind ESS. ESS did make a bit of a mistake, I think, at some point on the lap. But yeah, Play Dutchy is now catching the back of him. It'd be very, very tight. And Enrico is catching the back of Piero, so I'll keep an eye on that battle too. In fact, they are quite a bit closer. Play Dutchy now 2 seconds behind. I think that's about a 1.5 lap, so On my calculations, he may just be behind or about to overtake on the very last lap.
Yeah, and ESH is definitely going to ride his tires to the end here, Toby. I was just looking, he's at 15 laps currently on those tires. How he's managing to keep up with Red 15 at the moment is... Oh, and he just goes right by... Or no, Red 15... Hold on, I'm getting everybody all confused here. Yeah, Red 15 got by ESH, didn't he?
Red 15 got past ESH a little while ago. ESS was keeping up on Red for quite a while. Now he's dropped back a bit. Those tires have just gone off the cliff, which has allowed Play Dutchy to really catch back up. He's caught... Well, basically, he's... changed
he's
the
all over him.
gap to less. In fact, he's right on his tail.
It was half a sec, 0.5 of a second at the moment.
Yep.
Yeah, these guys. Yeah, it figures Play Dutchy would do this to us right here at the end. He loves to put on a good show.
He does, but ESS's tires are completely dead.
Side by side through the turn.
Yep. Play Dutchy may, in fact, he's just been given a penalty for that. So, wow, it may mean that defense there may mean that ESS holds his position. Play Dutchy's now got a 3-second penalty, and as long as oh no,
was that ESH?
It was. What a shame.
Oh.
I think he just lost it side by side. He is still going, but he lost it side by side. What a shame. He's got a 22-second gap behind him. Hopefully he can just nurse that car round. He may have to go into the pits. Where would that bring him out?
I really hope
Piera, he has.
Yeah, he's going to have
what
to
a shame.
go through. Oh, man.
I don't think there's any contact
for him right there.
No, that was terrible. That was such a shame. I don't think there was any contact, or not that I saw. Let's put it that way. I think he just lost it on the inside as Play Dutchy went around the outside. What a shame. And there's a lot of action between Alex Naylor and Piero at the moment, I think. Piero is also in the pits. That's why there was action there.
Yep, so we have had us a little bit of changes for the last little bit then.
Yeah,
that was such a shame for ESH. That was some fantastic driving from them coming side by side through that turn. See, I can't even get it to talk right. See what you guys are doing to your commentators. Y'all are throwing so much action at us, we can't get it all out.
So that was a real shame. I mean, he was holding on really well there. The sad thing is because Play Dutchy just got a 3-second penalty, he didn't actually need to fight that hard either. He could have let Play Dutchy go by and just attempted to keep within that 3 seconds for the last couple of laps. But, yeah, I don't think there's much action on track at the moment.
No, it looks like everybody's got themselves spaced back out a little bit. ESH looks to only be about 2.5 seconds behind Don Rajiv, but I've got my camera on Adam Grin. He is on his last lap. I figured I'd stick with him.
46-second lead. I mean, that is incredible. I mean, fantastic driving.
Yeah, Adam Grin has had himself a great race. He's done really good the whole season too.
He has.
Well, everybody here has though. All of these guys everyone from first to, well, all of them we've seen incredible battles through the whole season. Oh, looks like Adam Grin almost got a little bit wide coming through there on his last lap. I think
Play Dutchy's had a great. Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say, I think Adam Grimm is enjoying his last lap. Yep, here he comes across the line. Yeah, Adam Grimm is the winner.
Oh, I didn't realise it was the end of the race. I wasn't paying attention. I was so engrossed in the battles, but great job, Adam Grimm. And I was just going to say, Play Dutchy's had a great race because he had damage early on in the race and had to pit for that and then had to pit again. So he's done a great job getting himself up into third.
Yeah, he really
15,
has.
Fantastic job for second.
Yep, which he still is not. I'm on him now, waiting to see if he comes on across the corner. I guess Toby, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can pop your camera on off of the screen real quick.
ESS and Don Rashid are right next to each other at the moment, but being teammates, I don't know whether they will go for the pass or not. That'll be interesting to see. I think ESS is tempted to go for it, so yep, and he's got much more grip. He's got 13 lap newer tyres.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like these guys have finished yet, so yeah, this is definitely a battle for position then, isn't it?
Oh, it is. Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. I don't think ESS will quite have time, but... Oh!
They are right on top of each other right here at the last.
And he's got a far better drive off the line.
Oh, side by side down the straight.
Yeah, I think Don Rashid just got it, but
oh, that was...
I'm not certain on that one.
Oh, that was one hell of a finish, though, from those two, though, Toby. That was great right there at the end.
The first photo finish, and here is the podium.
Yep, and yep, as y'all can see, Adam Grin with a fantastic win. That was a hell of a lead. Red 15 made a great race in second and third with Play Dutchy, and like you said, Toby, yeah, Play Dutchy did really good. He's been doing great all through the whole season, but yeah, to take the damage he did, fall to the back, make his way back up, and do it all over again was incredible.
He has had a really good season, but it's the last probably 4 races, I think it is, he's really had a very strong comeback. But yeah, great drive from them all. That was a lot of fun to watch.
I guess if you want to give us our rundown real quick.
Yeah. So first, as we just saw, Atom Grim, second Red 15, third Play Dutchy, Don Rajiv in fourth, a great recovery drive from him, Alex Nader in fifth, Enrico in sixth, ESS in seventh, Piero in eighth, Bowie, a great first run in ninth, Ligon in 10th, Fartonado unfortunately didn't finish. But yeah, it was a brilliant race, a lot of close racing despite the rain, and the rain yet again just spiced it up.
Yep, sorry y'all if I'm being quiet. I'm sitting here. I think I seem to have lost one of my screens somewhere. Oh, there it is. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't find my shot of pit lane for us to talk about the end of the race. And but I think I found it here, and I found it. Oh, yep, there we go. There's a shot of pit lane, so we actually gives me and Toby something to talk about instead of just the lobby screen. But Toby, I was on the edge of my seat the whole time.
It was really good. I mean, a great showing from all, and very exciting to watch. So, as is always the case with the F1 Tuesday group. So, yeah, it's been great to commentate it, as always. And I'm really looking forward to next week.
Yep, and yeah, Bowie's in the live feed. I think from what he's saying, he struggled pretty hard on those in the rain on that car. But Bowie, you made a great race, and since you're saying something about GT1 interviews, I have seen you in the voice chats on the Discord, so now you can't tell me that you don't know how to get into the voice chat channels. So yeah, when we do the broadcast tomorrow, since I know you know how to get in there, then you will be my interviewee if you will volunteer for it. Past that, yeah, Toby, that was an amazing race. I'm still at a loss at all the action. I'm completely gutted for ESSH on that last little bit when they were coming through side by side.
I am too. He had a fantastic race, and that was such a sad way for it to end. I mean, fortunately, it didn't end it, but so that is a silver lining. But yeah, I'm so sorry to have seen him drop back the way he did. But yeah, always the next one, and he's clearly very fast in the F1 car. So yeah, I'm sure he'll do very well next time too.
Yep. And well, I guess for me, thanks everybody for watching. Gavra, thank you for the opportunity. Toby, huge thanks for doing this with me every week. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you showing up every week, and you do a fantastic job at the commentary. And so for me, that's it, and I'll leave it with you to sign us out.
Yeah, no, well, thank you very much, but always a pleasure, always. And yeah, it's been great to commentate for you all and the drivers, and well, it's them who make it interesting for us. So thank you all very much. Hope you enjoyed the race. I certainly did, and we will see you next week. Good night.